to the Mixtapes Podcast with your host, Bert the Boy, Damien Monte Carlo, and Angry Mikey.
Hey, welcome to the Mixtapes Podcast. I'm Bert Lepore. I'm here with Damien Monte Carlo and Angry Mike D, who's out of the picture, and there he goes. There he goes. Yeah, today we got a good one for you. 30-year anniversary of Marilyn Manson, Antichrist Superstar. And yeah, man, when this first came out, I was blown away. I was a huge fan, man. I know, Dame, you said you weren't the biggest Manson fan at the time, right?
Not really.
And Mike, you were in between, right? Or
At that point, I gotta say, I really wasn't a fan. I was like more on the Nine Inch Nails of things.
right, close enough, I guess, at that point, maybe. Well, I was a little more in the middle end, so of course I looked Manson better. Yeah, so we got a good one for you. It's pretty long, hell of a story here. So we're gonna try and get through. There's a lot of tracks. There's like 16 tracks. So here we go. Artist Marilyn Manson, album Antichrist Superstar, released October 8th, 1996. It's their second studio album. I guess they would have put it in the industrial metal, alternative metal kind of spot at that point. It's over an hour long. It's like an hour and 16 minutes long. It came out on Nothing Records / Interscope Records. It was produced by Marilyn Manson, Trent Reznor, Dave Ogilvy, if I'm saying his fucking name right.
Ogilvy?
Ogilvy, yeah, like Ovaltine.
Like Ovaltine.
I believe that was Ogre from. I could think I might be wrong. I'm not sure if he's from Skinny Puppy. I might be wrong.
I think you were gonna say Ogre from the
No.
I think I'm
wrong.
That's what I
don't-
thought. I was like,
I think
wow.
That's what I think. I was like, nah, it can't be that guy.
Yeah.
Ogre, you asshole. Ogre, you
Nerds.
asshole. Yeah. It was recorded in 95 to 96 at Nothing Studios in New Orleans. The lineup was Marilyn Manson on vocals, Twiggy Ramirez on bass, Madonna Wayne Gacy on keyboards and programming, Daisy Berkowitz on guitar, and Ginger Fish on drums. It was the first record, I believe, with Ginger Fish. Sarah Lee Lucas was the first drummer.
This is like the classic lineup, I guess, right?
I would.
Would you call
Well, I don't know because the first record had the main lineup, so I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I don't know. Ginger Fish, I always think of as the Manson drummer.
yeah,
And Daisy Berkowitz was like the guitar player.
a bass player who actually played guitar too, but he was the bass player.
Right. Wait,
played-
wait, but I thought Twiggy played bass.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. Daisy Berkowitz is the guitar player. Twiggy's the
Yeah.
bass player, but Twiggy I think plays guitar too.
Right.
But yeah, Twiggy's the bass player. Daisy Berkowitz was the guitar player. My
Yeah.
fault. Yeah. So the concept and structure is Antichrist Superstar is a concept album that tells the transformation story of a character known as the Worm into a powerful, destructive figure, often interpreted as like the Antichrist, pretty much, with fame and all that stuff. So the album's divided into 3 acts. Now, they have other words for it, but I'm going to simplify it. The first act is the Worm. Talks about being weak, abused, being like an outsider. The second act is the Angel, where he transforms. He transforms from... Transformains, yeah. he transforms into this rebellious, character. And then the last is the Antichrist. He becomes the guy. He becomes the power, the destruction, the tyranny. Yeah, so it's talks about fame, power, corruption, self-destruction, rebirth, social hypocrisy, all kinds of crazy stuff here. So the story is it's pretty deep. It's pretty deep. It's crazy how he came up with this as far as the words go. But yeah, so you know how we do it? We each give it a ranking 1 to 10. We get our numbers together. We average that out for a final score. And we go from our least favorite track to our favorite track on the record. 16 of them. Here they come. Coming in number 16, Minute of Decay. What do you got, Dame?
I think I had this down as like my least favorite. Yeah, I mean, this a lot of the stuff, a good portion of it was not really in my wheelhouse. Really, I wasn't into the industrial stuff. I definitely appreciate it a lot more now, and I can actually listen to it now because I'm more open minded. But back then, I didn't jump on the Manson thing. I got the Mechanical Animal. Is it the
Mechanical Animal is more glammy.
Yeah, that's the one I got in on, and I did like that, but but his last album was fucking phenomenal, I thought. But
Oh yeah, yeah.
back to this one, yeah, I just this song, I mean, there wasn't anything that was dreadful. Like there was nothing like sub 5 score to me. But this song was kind of boring to me, and it didn't really do anything. I gave it a 6.5.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, and a lot of my scores are the same. I mean, this is like a very vibe thing for me. Like I like you could tell it's a like a concept album. You know, a lot of the songs really not my thing then, really not my thing now, but got a lot of cool stuff, electronic stuff going through, blurbs and just creepy stuff, man.
Mm.
I give this one a 7.5.
Um, Yeah, I mean, when I started listening to them, I always still consider them a metal band, even though they have the industrial stuff in there, because that's like I said, I like some Nine Inch Nails, but I was more Manson than Nine Inch Nails because a little more metal. Yeah, Minute of Decay, I gave it a 7.5. I'm gonna give a little storyline for each little thing as we go through. The storyline, after the rise comes the emptiness, pretty much. Fame, power, rebellion. It leads to an inner collapse of loneliness. And yeah, so what I got on here is it kicks off with some wacky noise effects, a pretty cool bass line, some noisy guitars, just whispery vocals during the verse. It has some cool melodic hooks in it. The lyrics are solid, of course. I like this tune as a part of the whole record. By itself, but as part of the whole record, it's good, which I'm going to say that a lot. A lot of it is stuff that ties into other stuff. It's like Mike said, it's more like a vibe or a mood. Coming in number 15, Man That You Fear. What do you got, Damo?
Uh, Pretty much the same as the last one. I mean, it was pretty boring to me, just as boring as the last track,
Right.
except the chorus, there was something there. So I gave it a slightly higher score. I gave it a 6.75.
Okay. Mike D.
Gave us a slightly lower one, 7.25.
I gave Man That You Fear a 7.7. It was the final track on the record. It's got the whole reflection thing going on with the story, how society creates monsters and then fears what they created, which is really how a lot of it is, right? Um, this is a pretty long record, but I do feel the song gives album closure to it. It gives some closure to the album. Like I said, heavy on the reflection thing. I like the melodies in the song a lot. It makes sense to me to be the closing song on the record. Coming in at number 14, The Reflecting God. What do you got, Dame?
Yeah, this was a pretty decent song. I dug the chorus in it. There was something going on there. I think I gave this one a 7.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, and this one had a cool vibe too. I like this one. I gave it a 7.5.
The Reflecting God. I gave it a 7.5. This is where the protagonist becomes godlike and really realizes that it's kind of hollow, Power is just a reflection of ego and delusion or illusion. I'm sorry. So, yeah, that's where, kind of like, be careful what you wish for kind of thing, right? I love the lyrics in the song. The verse kind of has this talky voice thing with some distortion on it. The chorus opens up a bit. I think it's a good, deeper track on the record. Coming in number 13, if I say this right, Kid. I'm gonna say Kid. Crypto Kid. I don't know what the fuck. Crypto.
I thought it was a Crypto Child. You have Crypto Chid written.
I thought it was Crypto Child.
It might,
No, it's Crypto Chid.
It is
Crypto
Chid.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of those.
Cryptor Chid.
Yeah, it's
Crypto
weird.
Chid.
I never
Yeah.
knew how to pronounce this one.
Yeah, I thought it was Crypto Child on first, but I'm looking at it's
I don't know. Maybe
Cryptor Chid.
I'm not sure if Spotify had it wrong or I'm
No,
just getting
it's
old, man.
That's how it's
I
written.
can't see right.
It just looks.
Cryptor.
It's
Sounds
like
a
Yeah.
He-Man character.
it's like one of those
Crypto
words.
Chid.
It's one of those words where you put the L. It seems like you put the L in because you think it's there. You know.
Yeah.
Because it's the way the H and the I and the D, it's like those three straight lines kind of together. And it
Yeah.
looks, yeah.
Yeah. What do you got, Damo?
Yeah, I thought this was a pretty cool tune. I gave it a 7.3.
Okay, Mike D.
Actually, this was my least favorite, maybe because I didn't know how to say it. 6.5.
I like this one. It's an interlude, and it talks about deformity and loss of innocence. It's symbolizing that he's changing something unnatural kind of deal. I like this one. The back and forth vocals is a pretty good setup for the change of what's to become on the record, and it just like I said, it pieces it together so well. And the middle part with the synths and that melody that's floating, oh my God, I love that melody right there, which it comes back to in a later song too. Really cool stuff. Coming in number 12, Irresponsible Hate Anthem.
Yeah, I really like this one. There was a lot of aggression there. I like the verses, and I gave it an 8.
Mike D.
Yeah, some cool stuff going on in this one. I gave this one a 7.
I gave Irresponsible Hate Anthem an 8. I mean, it's an aggressive opening, man. It's got the whole manifest that how he hates society and how society's controlling and controlling, but hypocritic. They're hypocrites, right? Hypocritical. So yeah. In the beginning of this, when you hear the crowd right off the bat, it's setting you up for something, right? You hear the crowd right off the bat, something's going on. It's really aggressive. Manson pours out with scream with the he just pours out with fucking emotion with the screamy part. So that's the vibe of it all. So I get what you get with that with Dame is that yeah, you feel it, right? You feel it a little bit. Yeah, and it's got an awesome hook in the song too. Coming at number 11, Deformography.
Yeah, I thought this was a cool one. I liked what was going on in the verses. That's like a cool groove. I gave it a 7.5.
Okay, Mike D.
I'm with Damien on this one, 7.5.
Yeah,
Damn.
he's on the same thing here. I gave it an 8.25. It talks about self-image, identity, and how society kind of distorts that, and it's like, you're online and you see like what everybody kind of conforms to that stuff. It could change people. So, yeah, that's what that one talks about. So it kicks off with some computerized keys, some whispery vocals, which he does a lot in this record. But it's got that cool dancey beat that I dig. It's got a cool groove in the song, and that fitting, screamy, fucking distortion vocal. It just fits so well. Coming in at number 10, Kinderfield.
Yeah, I dug this one. Definitely creepy. It's got a lot of creep going on in there,
Yeah.
which I liked. Kind of kept my attention in, and I gave it a 7.7.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, same thing, man. Very creepy. A lot of stuff going on here. Gave it a 7.25. Maybe we could have gave it a little higher.
Okay. Yeah, I'm talking today. It's like I'm all jumbly today. I'm like, bah, 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 bah. I think too much coffee, maybe. I don't know. Not enough sleep, too much coffee. Kinderfield, I gave an 8. It's definitely one of the darkest tracks on the record. It deals with trauma. It deals with childhood trauma, abuse, and psychological damage. Man, the brooding bass is just so cool with the weird noises. It sets you up for the dark, man. In his book, he kind of talks about some of the stuff that's in this lyrics, and I'm not going to say what it is. Go read the book if you want to check it out. But it's pretty cool. It's an eerie tune with a lot of cool, neat floating parts in it. Coming in at number 9, Worm Boy. David?
Yeah, I like the fuzzy guitar and the keyboards following it and everything, and the falsetto vocals going on. Adds to the creepiness of this one as well. I gave it a 7.6.
Mike D.
Yeah, I like this one, man. I gave this one a 7.75.
I gave Worm Boy an 8. This talks about, the protagonist, that he's weak, how he's a rejected outsider. So this is like the beginning of the story, kind of, right? It's got this little wacky intro that's pretty wild. It's got a good melody, and the sound effects through it, it makes it work. I mean, really, the sound effects really piece a lot of this together. Coming to number 8, Dried Up, Tied, and Dead to the World. What do you got, Demo?
Should have gave this one a higher score, I think. I like the Nine Inch Nails ish beat in the verses, and the chorus was really good. But I gave it a 7.5. I was probably in a weird mood when I was listening to it.
Mike D.
I gotta say, I like the title of it too, man. Good song, 7.5.
Yeah, I gave this one an 8.5. The song talks about just feeling emotionally numb. You know what I mean? So I like the vibe of this tune. It definitely has some of my favorite melodies in this song. That you cut off all your fingers to oh, it's fucking just so good. It's just so good. It's got a good chorus. Yeah, I like this tune. I like this tune a lot. Coming in number 7, Mr. Superstar. Demo.
This was a cool track. I gave it a 7.4.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, I like this one, man. I gave it an 8. If I could say a little more on the fun side of this record, but it's about as fun as it gets. Yeah,
Yeah.
like this one. I gave it an 8.
I gave Mr. Superstar an 8.5. Song talks about celebrity worship. It's a good tune. It's even a little throwback to the Lunchbox song from the first record, where he talks about being wanting to be a rock star kind of deal. So it definitely has a lyric in it that's a throwback, but it's a pretty straightforward tune. Not bad. Coming in number 6, Antichrist Superstar. What do you got, Dave?
Yeah, this is the title track and a really solid song. I gave it a 7.95.
Okay, Mike D.
Another one I like, man, gave us a 7.75.
I gave Antichrist Superstar an 8.25. It's the climax of the story. The broken worm becomes the powerful, destructive icon, embracing chaos and domination.
Chaos.
This is just a really good tune. It's got a hell of a groove, man, in it too. Manson sells the song well vocally. It's got the distortion on the vocals that it's near the build up. It's got some anger in it. It just works. It works. Coming in number 5, 1996. Damo, what you got?
It scores more points because it's fast and it's aggressive. So I gave it an 8.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, this was a cooler track off the album. Fast, like Damien said, very aggressive. I gave this a 7.5.
1996, I gave an 8.5. It talks about American culture, politics, moral fucking panic. It's got full of anti-slogans. He's pretty much just rejecting everything in the song, right? It's everything he hates. This song's right in your face. He's spewing out all the shit he's sick of, right? Big, powerful energy course. I dig it. Coming in at number 4, Little Horn. We got Dave.
Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite ones on this one. A lot of aggression and speed. It's a total 90s song. I mean, this sounds like, this to me, this is like a definitive. I don't know. I don't know Marilyn Manson's catalog, but to me, if someone would ask me does Marilyn Manson sound like, I'd probably mention this song. This is a good example, I think, of like it's a good example of like industrial metal, I think, in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, I gave it a 8.25.
Okay, Mike D.
Could have gave this one a little higher. I gave this 7.5.
Okay. Little Horn, I gave an 8.5. This song is the representation of the rise of the Antichrist in this part of the story. It definitely gets to the point, right, with the lyrics. It's on point. This song's just it's on point. It's the best I could say. Coming in number 3, Angel with the Scabbed Wings.
Yeah, this was a cool, heavier track. Kind of reminds me of almost like a White Zombie kind of vibe, heaviness and stuff. I gave it an 8.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, like this one, man. I gave it a 7.75.
Okay. Angel with the Scab Wings, I gave it an 8.75. Talks about religious hypocrisy. It's, like angels who are corrupt, decayed, morally compromised, so that's what this song talks about. I love this tune. It's got cool drums. It's got the tom-tom thing going on. It's got great lyrics. That one line, about hard drug face when to powder his nose. Oh my God, what a great line that is. I'm a total fan of this song. This song is just so good. Coming in at number 2, Tourniquet. What do you got, Dame?
Yeah, this is a really good song. I should have rated it higher. I should have gave it like a 9, but I didn't. I gave it an 8.
Okay, Mike D.
Yeah, this is one of the few songs going into this album I actually knew of.
Yeah.
I believe this had a video back in the 90s, right?
Yes.
Yeah, this is just a great track. This is a 9.
Yeah. Tourniquet. I gave Tourniquet a 9. It's a dark song about personal self-destruction. Yeah, this tune has hit written all over it for me. The opening guitar bends, I'm sold right off the opening guitar bends. The build-up is good. The chorus is really good. It's a standout track, I think, on the record. Coming in number 1, we all have the same thing here. The Beautiful People. What do you got there, Dame?
Yeah, I mean it's a great track. It's the standout track. You know, if he had a hit, it's probably this one. It's probably his most well-known song, I would guess.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
You know, if not the most well-known, then probably number two or three. But I mean, everybody knows this song.
Yeah.
You know, I gave it a 10.
Okay. Mike D.
Absolutely. It's just that whole iconic drum beat, man. It starts it off. I mean, once you hear it, you can't get it out of your head. It just sticks with you. I gave us a 10.
Yep. The Beautiful People. I also gave it a 10. I mean, it just talks about the elite people and all that stuff and how society worships everything. I love the little, to me, little tongue in cheek throws in there. The drum beat does it all. It's memorable. You hear the drum beat, I'm already fucking sold. It's memorable. There's something
Hmm.
there. The delivery and vocals and the lyrics, the song is spot on. I mean, it's just a great, memorable track. Okay, let's go to our scores. Damien gave the record a 7.71. Mike D gave the record a 7.7.
Damien, you
I
had to show me up at that one point, didn't you?
Yeah, well, you know, Dame with his points. Um, I gave the record an 8.34. Antichrist Superstar scores a 7.91, which is a pretty damn high rating for us. And let's go to our final thoughts. Damo, what you got?
Yeah, you know, like mentioned a couple times already, I was never the biggest Marilyn Manson fan. But he was. I I remember vividly how huge the band was and everything, and you know, legions of followers, and the kids look like him and everything, and but I just never really got too much into the music. I wasn't really into the industrial thing too much, the fuzzy guitars and the keyboards and stuff. I like the imagery and the darkness of everything, but you know, I did have this album, I think. I'm pretty sure I did have it on CD, and you know, again, there was a few tracks that I was aware of and that I liked, but yeah, it was good to revisit it, you know, after all those years.
Yeah, Mike D.
See, yeah, this was more on like the gothic spectrum of like the industrial, more of a gothic metal album, I would call it. It had some industrial stuff going on, but like for me, I was more into the industrial rock at this point when this came out, so kind of missed it for me. But
I mean,
listening to it now, I mean, it's got some really cool, creepy stuff. I'd like to listen to it again to get into the story of it.
yeah, my final thought is I was a huge Manson fan from the first record, and this album was great. The storyline is incredible. The lyrics are really deep. The lyrics are really some crazy thought out shit. To me, it's a great concept record. It ranks high for concept records. I mean, probably maybe two or three for me for concept records. The whole album's a roller coaster of emotions. It shows the change and then the reflection of the change. Uh, yeah, it's a great record. I think it's a must have for a Manson fan, of course. But if you're like concept records and story records, this is read the lyrics, man. Just read the lyrics with it. It's unbelievable. All right, so what we got for Marilyn Manson mixtapes. We'll see you guys next week.